Hey dolls and gents, welcome back to the 100-year-old flip where we are renovating our 100-year-old home. Okay, wrong house, hold on. That's more like it. All right, so here we are and welcome to the 100-year flip. We are renovating our 100-year-old home. Happy Sunday. We are at it again. And we have a to-do list that we want to try to knock out majority of it before we leave today. And then we have to go practice at the basketball court because somebody is getting ready for a Houston tournament. And you should see her face. Anyway, but we're excited. So come on.
What the hell, Leontay?
But we're excited. So come on, let's go inside. Come, look at you. You better not be doing nothing crazy. All right. Welcome inside our workplace. So we are getting ready to tackle our to-do list. I thought I was gonna go in a different direction today and really start with the living room. I was gonna tarp all of this off and go ahead and start plastering and just trying to get this ready and prepped to paint. But that's not gonna happen. So let me share with you the to-do list for today. We have our to-do list. So for today, I want to go ahead and remove the ceiling in room 2. We already started. We never got a chance to finish. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into that today. We're gonna remove the ceiling. I also want to remove the wood in here while hubby is here because I know it's gonna take a lot of work and he's tall. It's gonna be pretty easy for him to do, as well as remove the kitchen cabinets. So once he removes the cabinets, then I can go ahead and start prepping this area for shelving. I think this is a part of the structure build, so I don't know if we can remove these or I don't know. I know we have to put something here, but I don't think we can remove these. I have to check into it and see. I have to get hubby to climb up there and really look at it. Outside of that, add frame to the wall. That's not going to be in this video. It's going to be in the next one. I actually have to go and purchase the wood. And then we have to clean the walls, plaster, prime, paint. So so far so good. The rest of this is gone. Now we have to remove this part. I'm waiting on hubby to remove the wires from here because I don't want anybody to get electrocuted. I need this removed and I need the vent removed, and then we can go ahead and pull the rest of this down. I don't think it's gonna take long, maybe 5 to 10 minutes to pull the rest down. And it has to come down because we have to remove this. This floor in here was the worst. It was mushrooms growing from the carpet because the carpet was so wet from the leakage. So yeah, we decided to pull that up. And it looks like it's really drying up. The floor in here is not too bad. And I'm hoping we can save some of it. I know this probably has to be replaced. I'm not sure. It's not soft or anything. It was just the carpet on top was really, really wet and it had like mold. So we pulled that out, but it smells 10 times better in here. It smells 10 times better in here. And the wood really don't look that bad. I think it needs to be cleaned, sand, and probably treated. maybe not right here. But it looks like it's drying up really well. It just needed the carpet off of it. But the ceiling has to be replaced 100% because you can literally stick your hand through this wood. So we're gonna go ahead and just replace all of this. And I don't see any leakage over here, so I don't even know if we really have to tear this side down, because none of this floor was damaged. It was just right here. Well, right here. And it traveled. So, oh well, yeah, I think it's gonna have to be removed because I think it's like maybe mold right here. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I'm gonna get hubby to come in here and check. But the first that was on the to-do list was to remove the rest of the ceiling in here. So we removed this half where it's damaged. And once these electrical wires are done with hubby, well, once hubby finishes that, then we'll go ahead and pull the rest down. We might as well. All right, so I asked hubby to help me get a grip on this side because it was pretty tight. And he came in, started the grip here, and he just pulled it down. So that's what the girls are working on now. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove this now. So So this is the ceiling, and we have it down. We have one strip left that's over there, and we're trying to get it down. We're trying to get it down, but it's like really tiny and it's hard. So yeah, after this is scratched off, we're gonna go into cleanup and head to the kitchen. Ceiling, room number 2, complete. This took us about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to get the ceiling down. And now we are on Operation Cleanup, and we're moving right on to the kitchen. So let's go ahead and mark this off of our to-do list. So, to-do list week 9, we are finished with removing the ceiling for room 2, so we're just going to erase this off. Also, what? Alright, so now we have to remove the wood ceilings in the kitchen, the wood bins in the kitchen, and remove the kitchen cabinets. I'm waiting for hubby to do that. We're not doing the frame. We may clean the walls. I brought the plaster. And then we have to prime and paint, but you know, you have to plaster the walls first, let it sit, prime a few times, let it sit, paint. So this is gonna be the last thing to do. This probably be for week 10. But this is on our to-do list. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and try to remove some of the wood beams in the kitchen. And we're waiting on hubby to put in the cabinets. He's cutting the grass because last week we ran out of gas and we didn't bring the gas thing to fill up the lawnmower. So he's cutting the rest of the grass back there, and then he's gonna move on the inside with us. But we should be done in no time because we don't have a huge list today. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. Also, I need him to check to see if the wood in here is a part of the structure of the house. If not, we can go ahead and knock those down. So let's move on. Alright, so during mission cleanup, we noticed that the floor here was softened up, so it was easy to pull up. We started to pull it up, and this is what we have. This is dry. This is still wet. Over here, we're pulling up. We are turning this little space right here into a pantry, and you can actually see under the house in the crack. So, yeah, we have to patch all of that up. Not replace, but patch it all up. So,
I got it.
good, thank you. And Prince is getting ready to pull the rest of this up. our to-do list, and it wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy. And I kind of hurt my hand a little bit and cut my thumb on the inside, but so far so good. I also just pulled the insulation down from right here. So yeah, we are working our way down. Once that's complete, we'll go ahead and start to pull this up. I wanted to remove the second half of the ceiling, and we've accomplished that, so that's good. And we managed to take down the kitchen cabinet. Now I accidentally put a hole behind this one, but that's all right. We're gonna take care of it. We gotta fix it anyway because the wall is out of there. All right. All right, you guys. So we are wrapping up today's video. I am hot. I am tired. Bless you. We managed to take care of everything that was on our to-do list. We managed to take Asia to practice on her basketball for her upcoming tournament in Houston, and we came back. So we've just been out and about, working out. All right, so I accidentally put a hole in the kitchen wall trying to push out this other cabinet, and I was like, well, let me just see how easy it's gonna be to remove this cabinet because they already took down two, and I went straight through the wall. So that has to be fixed, and I'm gonna show you here in a minute. But on our to-do list for week 9, we've accomplished what we came here to do. We wanted to remove the rest of the ceiling in room 2, which we completed. We wanted to remove the back of the wood in the kitchen, the wood ceiling in the kitchen. that was completed. Now the wood that's up here at the top, we are going to take down next time we come, because we're actually going to saw it off so it doesn't bother the structure of the home. We can pull it up with the nails, but I think it's going to do more damage and it would just cost more to fix that. So instead of just ripping everything out, we're just going to saw straight across and then pull those boards out, leaving the framework. And all we have to do is just patch up with sheetrock and then paint everything how we want it to look. So yeah, this piece of the wall, I think this is a part of the structure of the home. So y'all know where the pipe is in the center. So we're not going to be able to actually tear this down. So what we will do is build around it, and that would feed into the natural beams showing in the kitchen, which is going to be beautiful, because y'all know I want that raw feeling. I don't know if I told you guys, but the theme around the house is cottage cabin. I wanted to feel like a cozy cottage, but I also want to give that cabin feel like in the forest. You know, you're by yourself, you're living off grid. So our theme for the house is cottage cabin. I really want to move into fixing up room by room with plaster prime paint, and I'm gonna start with the living room because the living room has no water damage. The living room is really ready to go. We are replacing both windows in here, and I just need to measure before we leave so I know what size window to order. But other than that, we can remove, you know, everything, clean the walls, prep everything, baseboards, and get it how we want it. We have to replace the door, the screen door, all of that. So yeah, but we can go ahead and start in here. Now with removing drywall, it's extremely dusty, so I did want to go ahead and remove all the drywall before I start to paint and all of that, because I don't want to mess up the new flooring that I'm putting in here. But you know, we're just going with the flow. And now I know I have to take this wall down. So, and the kids just told me that hubby wants to remove a wall in the back. So I have to go over the floor plan with him again to figure out what it is that he wants, because I'm doing majority of the work in here. Of course, he's doing like the rough stuff. He did the cabinets. I didn't want to touch the cabinets. He did the cabinets. He pulled down the rest of the ceiling in the kitchen, helped me with some in the room. But other than that, everything else I'm doing the majority of. So I don't want a dishwasher. We have to get rid of this dishwasher. I'm going with a different sink, and all of this is gonna be different. Now my dilemma is, should I completely pull out the kitchen and then start the living room, or should I just tarp off and start the living room so we can have somewhere to relax when we do come over here? Because we find ourselves leaving and going to like the restaurant to sit, get some air, and you know, just eat and kind of take a break. And I think if I can just like tarp off this area and start in the living room, that would kind of give us, we could save money for one. We wouldn't have to leave out. We could actually sit down and take a break in here. So, and two, the room will be done. So yeah. But I think the only thing that's left in the kitchen is to pull out the cabinets and the sink and start in there. I don't know if that's what I want to do just yet. Heavy trash doesn't run until August, and I have the garage full. I'm trying my best to be here every Thursday for trash day so they can take what we are putting out, but it's hard, and I don't want to rent like a dump truck to come and pick everything up when I know we're already we're about to hit July in like 2 days. I know heavy trash is coming, and I can just throw everything out there for them to come get for free, because I don't want to pay $500-600 for them to come and pick up trash. I just don't want to do it personally. So yeah, we managed to complete our to-do list, and we're ready. All right, adding on. It's hot now. We turned off all the fans, closed all the windows. We're getting ready to leave, but adding on to our week 10. So I had add frame to the removed wall, but we already have a frame here and we don't need to do anything to it. So I'm just gonna mark that off. I have clean walls, plaster, prime, and paint. I think I want to go ahead and do that. I just need to tarp it off. But I am gonna go ahead and add in removing these cabinets, because I feel like everything that's heavy for us, we've already taken care of that. We've cleared ceiling and flooring in all rooms except for this one, which hubby is going to take care of this room so he can go through all of his father's things. We don't want to go through anything, throw anything away without him touching it. So he's gonna go and do that. So I'm thinking, just to move away from this, we can go ahead and clear out the kitchen. The cabinets was pretty easy to come down, and now that I've actually seen hubby do it and Prince did it with him, he already know what to do. So we can go ahead and start knocking this down and removing it and clearing it out. So for our week 10, I'm gonna put remove kitchen, bottom kitchen cabinet. So I have removed bottom kitchen cabinet and remove the pantry. Remove pantry. Now that that is done, once that is done, we can go ahead and start removing these walls, and then I'll jump into painting the living room, because this drywall is everywhere and I can't even. But we are on mission cleanup when we come back here. All right. That's gonna do it for today's video. I'm sweating up a storm. Thank you, babe, so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate you. We're wrapping it up. We're getting ready to go. I want to thank you, babe, so much for tuning into the 100-year flip. We are moving along and we are getting a lot done. We have gotten a lot done so far, and it's only been 9 weeks, and I'm super proud of that. The house is almost completely gutted, and yeah, I'm proud of it. Between camps and, you know, sports, tournaments, traveling, and all of that, we have did an amazing job coming out here weekly to take care of what we can take care of. So yeah, again, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, because we do want you here. If you love everything renovation, home decor, interior design, this is where you want to be, and we would love to have you on this journey. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you with that. I love you, baby, so much, and I am gonna see you in week 10 of the 100-year flip. It's always lovely. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me get this together. It's always love with NJB, and I'm gonna see you, babe, in the next one.